Yeah, folks, it's a hot day today in old Sydney town. Very hot today, folks. I can't wait till this summer is over. What can I say? Climate change, folks. It's real. What can I do about it? Nothing. Let's see what we're going to do. This one's going to be an interesting one. We've never done one of these before. But it's a very hot day, folks. Extremely hot. I just got the fan running in my lounge. I can't run it in here because it's too noisy, and also the paper will blow everywhere. So I have to put up with the heat until I've done my set of demos. Sun's out. It's fucking hot. It's a fucking hot day, folks. Hands are all sweaty already, even though I've washed them. Fucking awful, folks. Let's see how we go with our first piece. And it is something very different. I've never done one. I'll just show you some of the angles. This is what's called carborundum. A piece of carborundum, like the shit that you have that sharpens your tools or your knives, an abrasive. But this is apparently natural occurring carborundum. It's the same shit, silicon carbide, in other words. But carborundum is what it's... I don't know if carborundum's an actual trademark or if it's just another word for silicon carbide. But this is an amazing piece of rock. I've got to be careful not to scratch the glass because that shit is really hard. Really sharp. So I've got to be careful. Anyway, there's our piece of good old carborundum. That looks really quite nice. I think we can work with that. Wondering how we're gonna make it work. I think we can put it aside, but it's a very pretty piece of rock. Whatever way you like to see it, folks. Even though it's usually associated, the name carborundum, with something that sharpens your tools or whatever, knives. So we're going to use this picture. We're going to put it on the glass somewhat like so. I don't know how well I've positioned it. It's not an easy thing we've made. So we're going to go and run it at 200%. But silicon carbide, what an interesting mineral. Or a piece of rock. I think we're going to leave it like that. Okay, that looks interesting, but we've only got part of it, part of the image. But you can see up close, you can see the beautiful flashes of colour in there. So I'm going to try and just get this nicely positioned. I think we just got to, lay this in the... Got to make this a bit bigger than 200, I do think. .300 by 300 for the carborundum picture. Let's see how we've done here. We lost much of the image. I don't think we got it on the glass properly. Looks really psychedelic, the colours. Wondering how we're going to position this. I'm going to use my intuition here, folks, to try and get this looking good. I don't know if this is going to work. Okay, out it comes. We've lost nearly all of it. Did a fuck up job of that. It doesn't look at all good. We're going to make it 400, and we're going to try and get some of those colours to really flash. So we're just going to put it on like that. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that looks really nice. That looks really quite nice. The positioning of that looks a lot better. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. I'm just going to see if we can maybe position it better. Maybe we can turn it this way. Maybe we could have it on an angle like it originally was. We're going to make this a really nice piece, folks. It's worthy of a good job. It's worthy of a really, really good job if ever there was. And I think I fucked it. I don't know how we're going to make this look any good. I'm going to just move it down a bit. I don't know how this is going to work, folks. It's a bloody hot day, folks. Bloody hot day. Now that's looking better, but we still don't want that there. Going to push it up higher to get rid of that, hopefully. Let's see how that looks. We still have that corner. We still have that fucking corner that we don't want. I don't know where that corner's come from. Why we have it still. I'm going to have to lift it right up. Sometimes intuition doesn't appear to work as well as I'd like it to, folks. So I'm just wondering how we're going to make this happen. But I've got to trust my intuition that things happen for a reason, folks. That maybe this demo is meant to be a prolongated one. And we've just made it a whole lot worse. We've got it all off the page. I don't know why I'm not doing very well with this. I've got to sort of try and use a bit of normal thinking to get this to look good. I don't know, folks. I want this one to be a really, real gem of a demo, pardon the pun, or should I say pun intended. And it's a hot day, so I'm getting frustrated, folks, and my arm's shaking and I'm sweating. This is not a good day, folks. Not a good start to the demos. So I keep getting these corners like that. Otherwise, this would be a good piece to work with, but I just can't seem to get this to work. So I'm going to have to just try and use my damn intuition to make this into something. So I'm going to try my best, folks. I'm an intuitive thinker, but sometimes I struggle. And I'm struggling right now, folks. I want this demo to be an exemplary demo, a really good one. But I don't see it happening, folks. Look at this. I'm right off the fucking page. I thought intuition was pushing me that way, folks. I don't know where to go with this, folks. I don't know what is right and what is wrong. Why I'm fucking this one up. Why I'm not getting a good kind of result. You know, this climate change just drives me mad. Fucking hate it. You know, I'm fucking sick of these damn hot summer days. I can't afford air conditioning. I'm not a rich person. I don't know why this world has to be allowed to heat up the way that it does. I don't know. I'm just angry, folks. I'm angry. I just can't get this thing to work. It should be a simple job of fucking finding where it should go. So I'm getting really hot and bothered, folks. I want this to be a good demo. I seem to be making all these prolongated demos. Not getting anywhere. So I'm just getting really frustrated, folks, with this demo. I'm frustrated. I can't get it right. I just can't fucking do it, folks. I just feel like I can't do it episode. You know, like when I was a child, I used to have problems because of my brain damage. Now, I can't do it, it's too hard. Well, I feel like that's coming on now, folks. That I'm having a can't do it time. I don't even feel like I want to make demos at the moment. I feel like giving up, but I know I mustn't. I mustn't give up, folks. I must hang on. I've got a life. I've got a future. This is just a piece of shit. You know, this is just a setback, folks. I'm going to use my eyes. I'm going to use my fucking eyes and stop guessing where this is going. I've got to start using my eyes in this case. I've got to use my fucking vision. I was given eyes for a reason, folks. I was given eyes for a reason, to see, to look. Sometimes I have to rely on intuition and I'm shaking like a fucking leaf. This has been a shit demo, folks. But I'm going to keep going at it until I find my way. I don't know why I keep getting that. I don't know why I keep getting that. I don't know why I keep getting that corner bit in there. I just don't know why, folks. I can't. It's at 400%, so it should be an easy enlargement. It should cover it. Now I'm shaking. I don't even feel like I'm fit to do my demos. This is the worst shaking I've ever had. And it's hot, and I'm getting thirsty. I'm going to need a drink soon. And now we're off the fucking page. I am not going to do this anymore, folks. I am not going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to pick the best picture and I'm going to use it as a master copy because 400% is obviously not large enough to make. I've got to sort of work out why. There is a reason for this, folks. There is a reason, folks. A reason like there is a season. There is a reason, folks. So I'm going to just give up on this and I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this picture and I'm going to put it at 200% or maybe 141.4%. So I'm going to cheat. It's a bit like cheating in a way, but I don't see any other solution to this problem, folks. I just can't seem to get it looking good. So I have to now find another way around it. However much I'd like to copy straight off the first generation copy, doesn't seem to be going anywhere. I don't know how this is going to look, if it's going to be any good or if it's going to be a piece of shit. Anyway, that looks quite nice. Just wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing or if I'm just pulling out. If I'm just pulling out, doing it bad. I don't know, folks. I'm wondering if we're going to pull up this job and maybe intensify the colours. The colours are not as intense as I'd like them to be, so I'm going to just intensify the colours. So I'm just going to go here. I'm going to drop the copy density to a darker setting, and I think that should do the job. This is a fucking ridiculously long demo, folks, and my hand's shaking and I can't seem to find a solution to the shaking. And this is the first demo of the day, and this demo is not going to be worth viewing because it's going to be too shaky. I hope that the correction on my phone is strong enough to correct this problem. I'm going to make that the centre of the job. So hopefully you folks can still see what I'm doing, see what's happening, despite this vicious or violent shaking that's happening, because I'm just so hot and bothered and my arm's weak. This is the worst fucking thing I've had to deal with when it comes to shaking, and I'm just so over it, folks. It's a hot day. I should be resting, but I got to continue with what I do, because what I do is what I do. I do it best. I do feel I'm the best person who can do this kind of thing. I've already got that set. So I just have to continue. I've got a future, folks, and my future involves this. I can't just let setbacks haul me up. I've got to keep making my videos. I've got to keep editing my videos. I've got to keep doing stuff. I've got to keep moving, folks. I can't allow this to stop me, however much it's shaking like fucking vicious and violent shaking. So now we're just going to line these up. So this is going to be a long, prolongated demo, folks. Probably not going to be hitting the record of 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 21 minutes, and I think it was 18 seconds. But we're into 18 minutes and a half and counting, so it's not going to quite make the record. But I'm actually thinking now, I'll try and hold myself still, that this is our Carborundum demo. That looks quite nice. I think now we can call this demo quits.